Johnny Depp's life was never what the news headlines wanted you to think. Behind the big stories, gossip, court cases, and massive movie fame is a real truth that many big fans don't really know. Secret hospital trips, a huge fortune once worth $650 million disappearing. Betrayals and fights that no camera ever truly showed. If you think you've heard his complete story, think again. This is Johnny Depp's life told in a way most people never hear about. Johnny Depp was never supposed to be shaped by Hollywood. His first dream had nothing to do with movies. Born in Kentucky, he grew up moving all the time. More than 20 homes by the time he became a teenager. His childhood had no stability at all. But at age 12, one gift changed everything: a guitar. The moment he touched those strings, all the craziness went away. Music didn't just interest him, it took over his life. It became his Sheng line. At 16, while most teenagers worried about homework and college, Depp made a choice most people would be scared of. He quit high school with no plan except one: become a rock musician. No backup safety, no other dream, just pure belief and taking a big chance. He started bands, first Flame, then the Kids. And unlike normal teenage garage bands, they ended up playing on stages with big names like Iggy Pop, Duran Duran, and the B-52s. But loving music didn't pay the bills. So while following his dreams, Depp sold pens door to door for $30 every week. The man who would one day make tens of millions from each movie started by knocking on doors, asking people to buy office pens. Then something lucky happened quietly. A friend brought him to meet Nicolas Cage, who saw something special in him, a certain energy, a spark. Cage told him straight up, "You should try acting." Johnny had never taken a single class, never trained, never even thought about himself on a movie set. But sometimes life pushes you toward a path you didn't pick. That nudge led him to try out for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Director Wes Craven wasn't sure until his daughter looked through tryout photos, pointed to Depp, and just said, "That one." Overnight, Depp went from struggling musician to Hollywood's newest star. But success wasn't the good thing it seemed to be. When television came calling, 21 Jump Street shot him into huge stardom. Almost right away, he became a teenage heartthrob. Magazine covers, screaming fans, posters everywhere. What looked like a dream felt like a cage. Depp hated the fake image, the pretty boy fantasy Hollywood pushed onto him. Fame, as he said later, felt like being chased. A prison dressed up as Cheers. So he started quietly fighting back. He ruined his heartthrob image by picking weird, dangerous, misunderstood characters instead of easy roles. He refused to be a product. And one night, seeing a giant 21 Jump Street billboard with his own face, he climbed up and spray-painted all over it. Caught in the act, the security guard let him finish when he figured out the vandal was the star himself. Funny enough, the rebellion only made the media love him more. Then came the team-up that changed movies and him, Tim Burton. Two outsiders came together, one who didn't fit in Hollywood and one who never wanted to. Burton didn't want the polished star Hollywood tried to create. He wanted the misfit, the hurt soul. Their first movie, Edward's Scissorhands, wasn't just acting for Depp. It was letting his emotions out. Edward's loneliness, confusion, wanting to belong, all pieces of Johnny's real feelings inside, and the team-up continued. Sleepy Hollow, Ed Wood, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Sweeney Todd, Alice in Wonderland, Dark Shadows. The weirder the role, the more Depp put himself into it. He didn't play characters, he shared his feelings through them. But behind the dark makeup and weird roles, his real life was falling apart. Drug and alcohol problems, emotional troubles, and private struggles no one saw. Hollywood clapped for Johnny Depp, but Johnny the real person was breaking down. Then came the role that everyone remembers, Captain Jack Sparrow. Disney wanted a clean hero. Depp gave them a strange, stumbling pirate based on Keith Richards and a cartoon skunk. The bosses freaked out. Talk of firing him went around. Depp stood his ground. Either trust me or fire me. They took a chance. The world fell in love. Jack Sparrow became legendary, but privately, Depp was sinking. The top of his fame happened at the same time as the start of his downfall. And then life gave him a hit no movie script could prepare him for while filming Sweeney Todd. His young daughter, Lily Rose, suddenly got really sick. Kidney failure. Depp stayed at her bedside for days, scared of losing her. When she got better, he quietly gave millions to the hospital and started secretly visiting children's hospitals dressed as Jack Sparrow, bringing happiness to kids fighting battles more real than any movie. He once made a message for a teenage fan in a coma, hoping she'd wake up. "My children saved my life," he said later. Fame didn't matter, family did. But sadness kept coming back. Depp formed Hollywood Vampires with Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, not just to play music, but to remember the ghosts of friends who died. He shot Hunter S. Thompson's ashes from a cannon, finished Heath Ledger's movie, and gave the money to Ledger's daughter, named beaches on his private island after people he loved: Vanessa, Lily Rose, Jack, Thompson, Heath, Brando. Being loyal was his special gift and his curse. But being loyal doesn't save you from trouble. At his best time, he was worth $650 million, and then it vanished. Court cases blamed his managers. His managers said he spent like crazy. Private jets, houses, wine, workers, art. Court papers showed a life lived too big. Depp didn't say they were wrong. "I never needed money. I just like buying things," he said. But losing all his money wasn't his last battle. His marriage turned into a war. Accusations, protection orders, news stories. His reputation destroyed before any trial. Hollywood broke ties, movie studios left him, and social media attacked him. But he refused to go away. In 2022, the world watched as the real truth came out. Recordings, text messages, people speaking in court. "Tell the world you're a victim," she dared him. And the world did believe him. He won. But winning didn't erase years that were lost. Reputation damaged. Peace destroyed. Through every bad time, one thing stayed the same: his children. He kept them safe fiercely, told photographers they never asked for this life, and got their names and symbols tattooed into his skin. His body became his memory book. His family background is a mix of European and Native American roots, including family history connected to Elizabeth Key, a woman who fought for her freedom in the 1600s. In 2012, the Comanche Nation welcomed him into their family, seeing something deeper than fame. Now, after the storms, he lives in 3 places: France, Los Angeles, and his island in the Bahamas, where beaches have names of the people he loves and misses. He rides motorcycles, makes music, shows up out of nowhere, and still visits hospitals as Jack Sparrow. No cameras needed. He calls himself Captain Weird, not to impress anyone, but because he won't pretend to be someone else. Hollywood tried to shape him, then tried to destroy him. He survived both. Every time they think his story is over, he comes back again. Hard to predict, misunderstood, tough. Johnny Depp was never made to fit Hollywood. He was born to outlast it. And if you think you've seen all there is, you're wrong. There is always more depth to Depp.